Hello, this is KRBrickBot, and I have the newest wave of Carbot minis. So released at the end of the year of 2021 and into 2022, this is the rest of the season 7 to 8 wave of characters. So I'm gonna go in that chronological order, starting from Fient. It's the same consistent packaging style with the one color here, separated by yellow border, the mini characters, the side view of the vehicle. Looks like the robot mode is a bit more prominent here though. You can see the legs. Nice green color and the accessories here. The front of the box. This is a little wide. That shows the fire truck without the ladder. So unboxing. Oh, they're in a paper bag this time. First there was bubble bags, then closed zip bags, and then now the most environmentally packaging friendly paper bags. Fortunately, it's not a closed type, so you don't have to rip it open. It's a little wax inner lining like the paper cup, I guess. So you can just put this right back in the bag for storage. If you like to store your tiny toy cars in their boxes and not just in the toy bin. Yeah, so it goes like this in the box, but the box has to keep it in the same position, so they stretched out the image a little. It's a downscaled fire truck in a short, rather blocky angular style. It has that same shape, the top that's a little up here and then taper down to here. With the 6-wheeler fire truck, the very prominent green, bright green painted windows and side windows, and even these rear side windows. And the white 119 striping, the fire emblem, and the silver Carbot logo, but that's it for the paint. The front is looking distressingly plain without any paint to pick out the front details. It just kind of looks like a red boxy car thing without anything. No paint for the headlights or the silver trim on the sides or the bottom or the sides here. In fact, the 119 striping is inaccurate. It should be right in front of here, but they just moved it all the way back here because apparently they can't afford to put any more paint on the side here. I mean, I thought that with these minis, they would at least prioritize the headlights with the limited paint budget they have. Limited but generous. Yeah, it's not the case for all of them, but without a single silver drop of paint here, it just looks half unfinished, kind of. I guess for a little car, it does fire truck things like rolls, and it has a ladder. A ladder that comes off way too easily because this hinge is screwed in pretty tight. Well, yeah, you would want a tight ladder to keep this thing in place. But you would also want a hinge to maybe keep this bucket level. Yeah, it has no hinge here, so as it is, it'll just tip whoever's sitting in there. Without any sort of hinge or even water hoses, the best thing Fient can do to fight fire is catapult water, I guess. Yeah, this isn't even a turntable. You have to just detach it on its 2 connection ports. Yeah, just like it's only like this or this. Car comparison. Prime Master, Battle Master, Micromaster, Micromeister, Carbot Workmate, Robo Nissan, Bumblebee, Core Prime, Megatron, Starscream, Soundwave, Crash Combiner, Mini Tobot, Mini Coon, and Ramp. Mini Transformation. Mostly the same as the bigger Fient toy, just fold those panels all the way to the back, fold down those hips and the legs. The major point of simplification here is that the arms actually are the main connection point of the turntable rather than the back bits. The arms really spread out there. So yeah, just lower those arms, bring that forward. Put the turntable on one end and the ladder on the other end, and there's the mini Fient robot mode. Just about looks like the big Fient but mini. And it has a generous 3 plastic colors, the red, the black, and the white. The paint apps are the same as they are in the vehicle mode. The Fire Emblem shoulder and the Carbot chest, nothing else. No black and yellow painted legs or the torso. Although in the robot mode at least, the lack of headlight paint is not as egregious as in the vehicle mode, because it just blends in with the robot mode chest, with a still prominent green chest. The head sculpt, as always, is looking pretty on point for a small thing, and also very well painted. It looks like it has all the main colors, the silver faceplate, the green eyes, and the yellow headband, with minor bits of hollowness. The arms are cast in one white color, like prioritizing the colors of the inner biceps rather than the black forearms. I guess it looks okay on this small toy, though I wonder how it would look if this was all black. But yeah, but that's where you mount the weapons. That's where you mount the turntable shield. That really just looks like the turntable slapped on there. At least the bigger one had an engraving of a shield. And the fire ladder. It hinges. I suppose you could do a ladder whacking attack, provided the tight hinge doesn't make it fall off. Or the other way around. And you cannot put it on the back, unlike the big Fient, because there are no holes or pegs or any connection ports to put it on here. That is a really big shame. I usually prefer to keep the fire ladder on the back because it gives him a backpack to bulk out his rather thin torso compared to his rather super baggy legs that would contain miniature fire crew, but it can't for this little guy. And if there were pegs here, that would get in the way of the head, so I would have preferred if the connection points were reversed. As in, make holes here and make these pegs on the forearms into holes, and in turn making these into pegs and these into holes and this into pegs, so that the pegged back could just plug into the holes without impeding the head. And then it can also do the arm thing too. But then again, I guess the holes would get in the way of the hold fist. But then if this was a peg, they could also hold in the hand. As it stands, there are hardly any hand accessories for him to hold except a turntable and a platter, like a turntable platter. Trade-offs, lots of trade-offs. But I suppose you could just sticky tack it on. Articulation. Of course, nothing at the head. Well, you could do a little back head flap. Not much use other than making him a mech. Shoulders go all the way around. They do a little outward shrug, but the arms do it all the way out. That's it. Ball socket backward, ball socket forward. Knees out and spread. And the transformational ab crunch. Typical Legends articulation.
Robot comparison.
Titan Master, Battle Master, Micromaster, Micromeister, Carbot Workmate, Diarobo Nissan, Bumblebee, Core Prime, Megatron, Starscream, Soundwave, New Age, Crash Combiner, Mini Tobot, Yo-Joe, Mini Coon, and Legs. I guess this is an okay Legends version of the bigger Fient toy. Yeah, it does its job. It's small downscale version of your favorite character. It's more affordable. It mostly functions the same way, but it's a really kiddified style truck as the hellokarbot toy design was going into. Yeah, eventually going from the angular streamlined cool style to a more blocky style. Yeah, so that is one of the epitomes of this inherent design. Yeah, so you may or may not like this super kiddie style fire truck, or you may or may like the pretty posable robot, pretty posable fire truck robot style that kinda looks like Ironhide. And the local kids may enjoy rolling this little Fient around their hellokarbot branded fireplace set they bought 2 years ago. Like and subscribe and stay tuned for the next hellokarbot mini review.